guys, and welcome into the first cooking episode that we have. Just fair warning, tracking is going to be off. Also, I'm having to like record this in separate things, so like the food's already been cooked and all that, but I have to add myself in separately because I do not have a way of doing the setup to where I can record everything at one time, mainly because our kitchen is small right now. I'm hoping our next kitchen will be big, but let's go ahead and jump on into this. So I got a pot that's got water in it. I'm adding a little bit of salt, and then I've got my frying pan on the other side, but it's like a deep frying pan, and that's what I'm gonna be putting the meat in, also making like the cheese sauce and stuff into it. So you have to, there's gonna be moments where I'm gonna like speed up because it does take a little bit to cook. There we go, there goes the meat.
I should call him.
We have the meats. I'm so glad that I'm doing this separately because I can only imagine if y'all had the ability to do the in my pants redeem, how bad this would get. So I'm not doing anything too crazy. I've got like 2 boxes of mac and cheese, you know, a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic salt, but you're gonna see all that. I'm gonna show all of it in the screen here in a little bit. First, we gotta get the meat all grounded up, flattened out. It's all over the place so it will cook evenly. You know, the way you're supposed to handle meat.
The flab busting breakthrough.
Yeah, I can't, this tracking. But we're getting there. So in the meantime, I'm gonna speed this up. And we're still cooking out the meat. Cooking out the meat takes the longest part. Actually, no, the noodles take the longest part to have to cook. That takes longer. Normally it doesn't, especially if you get the water boiling beforehand. But, you know, whichever way you like to cook it first. I like to try to get the meat cooked first, just so when I make like the cheese sauce with it, it's easier. Oh. That's just my preference. Also, you're gonna learn that I don't do exact measurements. I measure with my heart.
Oh my God! What is that?
Because that's how I was taught. And we're gonna go back. Nah, I think we're gonna have to fast forward just a little bit. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was zoned out for a second. Anyways, so now we're adding the noodles.
Look at him
go! Because the water is right there, almost at boiling temperature. And then you're gonna see me. It's like a what do you call it? The thing that you like spread icing on a cake. I
spread your butt cheeks.
Like to use that when it comes to like stirring up the noodles. I don't know why. It just feels better using that. Like I can feel if there's noodles stuck to,
Oh my God, stop, bro, I'm stuck.
To the bottom of the pan, pot, whichever. So I prefer to use that. And plus it also does really good when you're mixing in the cheese sauce later. Because sooner or later we're going to be getting rid of the meat crusher.
You keep saying
yeah, we're going to get rid of the meat crusher. Because we're done spreading our meat out. It's getting cooked. Sadly, it's very greasy, but we take care of that. Guys, do not dump the grease in the sink. That is a good way to fuck up your pipes. And if you live in apartments, that is not a good thing either. Make sure you pour it into, like, I don't want to say glass. Like, I use a Dr. Pepper can, and then I will, like, scoop out the stuff later once it's, like, turned solid. You could also, like, stick the can in the drain while you're pouring it. That way none of it really goes anywhere. I've never had any go into the drain. That's like people taking tinfoil. I've seen people take tinfoil and stick it in the drain and then pour the oil into that, the grease, to be able to catch it until it gets solid, and then you just like crumple it all up together and then you throw it away. So as you can see right now, the meat isn't all cooked. There's still like a little bit of pink spot, but that's okay. We're gonna get it cooked. It's gonna get taken care of. Don't you let that steam. Still gotta get my drinks in. So we're still kind of mixing up the meat, making sure it gets cooked all the way through. The other thing you can do, like, to make sure you get all of the grease out is the paper towel trick. Make sure it's not like the fluffy paper towels, but if you take a paper towel and kind of like stick it in there and get the side of it, you can get the grease. I go back to the can. I kind of ran out of space, so I had to get me another can at the time. That thing had a lot of grease in it. Just way too much. But that was a little bit bigger than a pound of meat. Sorry, I meant to tell y'all. Yeah, you need, normally just a pound of meat will do. That was just a little bit more than a pound of meat. It was like probably a pound and a half, I want to say. Needed to get it gone because it looked like it was starting to get some freezer burn on it, so I really needed to get it gone. We don't waste. See, there you go. And we're gonna take in that garlic salt and we're gonna sprinkle it all over that meat. Like I said, we do not measure here. We do not use measurements. We measure with our heart. It's a southern thing. And then I always add a little bit of basil. I love adding basil to a lot of my food. Y'all can think that's weird. I don't care. I love it. I think it adds a little bit of a different flavor to it. It's a nice mix. And then we just stir it. Make sure it gets in there good. But these 2 boxes, because I use 2 boxes of mac and cheese, okay? I use the like liquid gold mac and cheese. The, what is that, Velveeta? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I tried to do the lid trick with the cheese, but with the way our lids are, with the little piece that's missing, it doesn't quite work that well. And you're gonna see it kind of just like falls in. I tried. It worked okay the first pack. The second pack, no, the lid kept falling into the meat and getting into the cheese. So y'all gonna see here in a second. It's a good trick if you don't have like the pots and pans that I'm using where the handle comes off, because the lids have a bit of a gap, and plus there's silicone on the edges, so it doesn't work that well. They kind of slide a little bit easy. There we go. We wipe that cheese in there.
Wipe.
We're not gonna miss that drop. We gotta have every ounce of cheese. The only other thing I was a little bit disappointed in, okay, there we go. There's the feta. I love adding a little bit of goat cheese into it. I just didn't make me any shredded cheese to go in it at the time. Always add half a block of shredded cheese. I didn't get to do it this time. Is the alarm going off? Oh, they're stopping the music. I had music playing in there while I was doing dishes. There we go. We sprinkle some cheese. My child came in there at the time and he was like, "Mom, cheese tax?" I'm like, yes, baby, you can have the cheese tax.
The cheese tax, the cheese tax.
So I had to give him a chunk of goat cheese. Yeah, I went to go get the heavy whipping cream. That helps thicken up the cheese sauce.
Dear God, why is it so thick?
You just throw like a dash of it in there. That's my dash. Oh yeah, look how creamy it's getting.
Oh my gosh, so creamy.
Oh, it's so creamy. Guys, do not pick on me, okay? Do not pick on me whatsoever. Listen, when you have mac and cheese, you do anything with mac and cheese, that cheese better be creamy.
Oh, Brenda, yes! You did it!
It's gotta be creamy cheesy. I just hate I didn't have extra cheese to throw into this, but oh, there they go. There's our light. So, fun fact, our kitchen lights don't stay on the whole time while I'm cooking. So there are times I'm having to cook in the dark.
Never asked for the darkness.
And only using the oven light. Excuse me. Because the regular kitchen light goes off. I don't know if it's because it's on a timer or if it's because they're LEDs and they get too hot or something. I don't know. But they go off and on like every 30 so minutes. The shells, gotta make sure they're doing good, that they're not sticking, that they're gonna be nice and soft and big, because we like our shells big. We like putting big things in our mouth, okay?
Pudding!
That's how you live your life. You're supposed to eat big things.
Daddy Halson, they call me.
And then we go back. I think where did I go? I went to get the butter.
You did it!
Yes, you add like a scoop of butter. I would say that's about like a tablespoon. If y'all wanting a little bit of measurements, that was about a tablespoon of butter going right into the sauce.
Throw it in there, big fella. No.
The meaty sauce, the creamy, meaty sauce.
Stop it. Get some help.
At some point, I do add sour cream, but I think that's at the end when I do it. Because I like adding a little bit of sour cream.
I want to live in a world where sour cream is on the table like ketchup. Okay.
I'm gonna have to show y'all how I do actual, like, mac and cheese. And let y'all see how that is. How cheesy and creamy it can get. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna stir it up. Make sure that butter's melted all the way.
Stop being horny!
Butter.
I'm sorry, there's flavored butter?
You're gay and you've never had flavored butter?
Butter, 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 butter. I don't know what I'm doing next. I kind of forgot what I was doing.
I just wanted to remind you that you're special.
Stir in the noodles some more. So we'll probably speed up this part because the sauce is basically done. Oh, also I want to let y'all know I was cooking the meat on what's the little dot before high? The little dot before high. That's what I was cooking it on. And then once the meat got done and I was adding in the cheese sauce, then I put it on like medium heat to make sure everything gets melted properly. So you do want to make sure you keep stirring it. There we go. So the noodles got done. So now we're going to dump the noodle, dump the water from the noodles. I end up coming back and grabbing the lid and end up draining the noodles that way because it made it so much easier than me using the little spatula thing to try to make sure the stuff didn't go into the sink. You know, because that's the most aggravating part that you have to deal with is making sure that the noodles don't go into the sink. You want to keep as many noodles as you can. The other good thing about having a deep frying pan is because once that's all done, then you can easily just dump the noodles in there. You'll see that here in a second. See? There we go. Now we dump the noodles in, and then we just mix it all up together. I had to put my little handle back on. Yes, mix it good. We gotta make sure that creamy sauce gets everywhere. Everything's gotta be creamy.
Why are you like this, dude?
So creamy. I can't stop saying creamy. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But yep, so that's pretty much it. It's basically homemade Hamburger Helper. And with this, you can season it however you want. If you want it a little bit spicy, you can add some spiciness to it. If you want it extra creamy, like I said, make sure you add a half a block of cheese into it. It could be any kind of cheese that you like. We use Kobe Jack a lot of times. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, there's sour cream. Sorry, I forgot about the sour cream. Yeah, we add a scoop of the sour cream into it. Okay, now, bye-bye.